Namaste, I'm Pranjal Kalode from grade 9. I study at Bhavan Zivyam Hinganghar. Today I'll teach you about satellites. So a question might pop up in your mind, what exactly is a satellite? A satellite is an object that moves around a larger object. The earth is a satellite because it moves around the sun. The moon is a satellite because it moves around earth. Satellites are of two kinds, natural and artificial. The earth, we will be talking about an artificial satellite. Artifi- uh, An artificial satellite is an object intentionally placed into orbit in outer space. Usually, when someone says satellite, they are talking about a man made satellite. Man made satellites are machines made by people. These machines are launched into space and orbit Earth or another body in space. There are thousands of man made satellites. These satellites are of great significance. They have various uses including weather forecasting, communication relay, navigation, broadcasting, scientific research and Earth observations. Some satellites take pictures of our planet or other planet, the sun and the other objects. These pictures help scientists learn about Earth, the solar system and the universe itself. Other satellites send TV signals and phone calls around the world. Now, why are satellites important? Satellites fly high in the sky so they can see large areas of Earth at one time. Satellites also have a clear view of space. That's because they fly above Earth's clouds and air. Before satellites, TV signals didn't go very far. TV signals only travel in straight lines, so they would go off into space instead of following Earth's curve. Sometimes they would be blocked by mountains or tall buildings. Phone calls to faraway places were a problem. It costs a lot and it is hard to set up telephone wires over long distances or underwater. With satellites, TV signals and phone calls can be sent up to a satellite. The satellite can then send them back down to different spots on Earth. Satellites come in many shapes and sizes, but most have at least two parts in common: an antenna and a power source. The antenna is used to send and receive power information. The power source can be a solar panel or battery. Solar panels have power make power by turning satellite into electricity. Many satellites carry cameras and scientific sensors. They may gather information about Earth's land, air, and water. They may collect data from the solar system and universe. The Soviet Union was the first to launch a satellite into space. The satellite was launched in 1957 and was called Sputnik 1. The working of a satellite is as follows. The satellite has to withstand the shock of being accelerated during launch up to the orbital velocity of 28,100 km an hour and a hostile space environment where it can be subject to radiation and extreme temperature. For its projected operational life, which can last up to 20 years in addition, satellites have to be light as cost of launching a satellite is quite expensive and based on weight. To meet these challenges, satellites must be small and made of lightweight and durable materials. They must operate at a very high reliability of more than 99.9% in the vacuum of space with no prospect of maintenance or repair. A satellite needs its own propulsion system to get rid of orbital location and make occasional corrections to their positions. A satellite in geostationary orbit can deviate up to a degree every year from north to south or east to west, away of its location because of gravitational pull of the moon and earth. A satellite has thrusters that are fired occasionally to make adjustment in its positions. The maintenance of a satellite's orbital position is called station keeping, and the corrections made using satellite thrusters are called attitude control. A satellite's lifespan is determined by the amount of fuel it has to power these thrusters. Once the fuel runs out, the satellites eventually drift into space and out of operation, becoming space debris. A satellite in orbit has to operate continuously over its lifespan. It needs internal power to be able to operate its electronic system and communication payload. The main source of power is sunlight, which is harnessed by the satellite solar panel. A satellite also has battery on board to provide power when sun is blocked by Earth. The batteries are recharged by the excess current generated by solar panel when there is sunlight. Satellites operate in extreme temperature from minus 150 degrees Celsius to plus 150 degrees Celsius. Satellite components that can be exposed to radiation are shielded with aluminium and other radiation resistant materials. A satellite thermal system also protects its sensitive electronics and mechanical components and maintains them at their optimal functioning temperature to ensure its continuous operation. A satellite thermal system also protects sensitive satellite components from extreme temperature changes by activating cooling and heating mechanisms. Satellites for different purposes have different orbits. Satellites operate in three different orbits: low Earth orbit, medium Earth orbit, and geostationary orbit. Geosatellites are positioned 35,000 km above Earth, where they complete one orbit in 24 hours and thus remain fixed over one spot. It only takes 3 geosatellites to provide global coverage, while it takes 20 or more satellites to cover the entire Earth. This is basically what a satellite is and how it works. Thank you.